Um, Unbelievable disbelief. Um, so many things. Because it's funny. I was sitting over there, and he said, he's like, once I came over there, he said, once I finish talking, you're gonna come out and talk again. I was like, what else? What else do I have to say? I thought I said everything. I was like, all right. So I literally was thinking like, what else could I possibly say? And then he's talking, I'm listening, and you hear that. It's just like, I needed a moment to process that. That's man, you hear people talk about it. You hear, some of my friends and just other people like, oh man, it's about time. It's like, it's all about timing. It's just timing, and it feels right. It doesn't feel forced. It feels organic, and I think that's why I have such appreciation for it. And I will say this: since I've retired, I've become soft. Oh my gosh, it's just frustrating for me because I'm so soft and emotional. I get emotional when my kids won the championship in basketball. I was just like over there like, okay, let's go. Like it's been one of those things, but I just think honestly, I just have a great appreciation for what this means. And I don't take that for granted. And I think that's where the emotion comes from, because it's like I'll go home and I'll sit there and I understand, like, yes, it's an honor. We talk about it, celebration, but like the deeper impact for like that sits there forever. Like, it's crazy.
You talk about sort of what is that deeper impact? Mixed emotions. Do you remember coming back and getting that standing ovation after years of...
Yeah, I talked about it on the 14th. Yes, 2014.
Yeah, just talk about, do you feel like you've gone full circle? I mean, you talked about those emotions.
When it goes up, it will be truly full circle. The circle is almost complete, but we're getting there. And I think that day in 2014 was the start of creating a full circle. I just wanted to be able to do things like this. I just wanted to be able to come here and sit in front of the team and give them words of encouragement and be a supporting cast and be a former player that's played here, that comes back and is an outlet for players like some guys have done for me. I mean, not particularly this team because I was 4 years in, but other teams, that's what they do. They come back and they're an outlet for them. I've been through it. I understand the dynamic, and that's why I wanted to say to them, this, not only are you representing the city of Toronto, you're not. I mean, it's when you play here, it's bigger than that, and it's a different. The vibe and the way it works is a little different than playing in an NBA. I mean, in the States in a market like that. So I'm able to have that conversation with them and understand like the responsibility, and wherever you go up and down Canada or anywhere close to it, like it's just different as opposed to if you're in Florida and you're the Magic, you go somewhere in Detroit, it's not the same. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm still wild. I'm still kind of scrambling, trying to put it all together. And to answer your question, I heard you. It's like the impact. The impact is like now all of these kids who get to go there every day in the building, they get to see it. They get to, like, it's a motivational. Like when I played for the Nets, looking up there seeing Dr. J, he's my hero. He's my freaking hero, and I'm gonna get the opportunity to be beside him as well. And that was motivation for me. So, I just hope that does for him. And I have a young son. I'm not saying he's going to be a basketball player. He's all over the place. He's more of a golfer. But if he ever gets the opportunity to go into the arena to see, it's like, that's my dad. I want to be like that. Or any of these kids. It doesn't even have to be my kid. Like that's motivation for people who look up to me as as a role model or whatever, or just motivation. Maybe one of these kids who are here today was like, I got to see it then. I got to see it when he was honored. Now I get to see it every day. I want that because times are different. Like, I mean, pre-social media, like it's different, it's just like you don't get to see this real time, you get to see it when you see it, and it's like now, like all the kids who weren't here, who live in this area or live in the greater Toronto area, they get to see that. I'm like, man, I remember when, or their dad saying or mom saying, I remember when, and that's how kids become fans and begin to become motivated, and that's why we have what our Olympic team looks like today, because of the impact that was done 20 plus years ago. So, I mean, I have a great appreciation where I can say that. Like it was just so hard to believe in 10 years ago even. It's because like when I first got here, I wanted to show everybody that I was capable and I deserved to be the #1 pick for this Raptors team and that I was good enough. And I wanted to show that once I got to the dunk contest, I was worthy and I'm very capable. And then, you know, at the end of the year, I wanted to show that I was worthy of being the Rookie of the Year. And now, you know, I just wanted to show that I'm able to play 22 years at 43 years old. Like, it's just because of motivation. You know, I had motivation from somewhere, and that's kind of what that means, and that's the deeper side of that.
But do you appreciate your impact on this? Do you appreciate your impact on this team, this city, this country? Like you talked about when you were growing up, the dream. No one had a dream of playing basketball in Canada or Toronto when you were a kid. And now look at these kids. These kids.
So yes, that's what I'm saying. It's just
do you appreciate your impact?
now. Now I can. Like, it's just, so Kelly Olynyk, I said, Tristan Thompson, guys like that are coming to say these things to me, and I'm still a player. So it was just like, wait, what? You know, and it's like, am I getting old? Yes, I am. I'm still playing. So and then once I got used to that, it's like, wow. And then you retire. I think that's when reflection tends to happen over your course of your years, and of course coming here. And now I'm one with it. I can handle it better than I could many years ago. Just now that I get to stand, kind of take a step back and just like, wow, it was special times. And I think listening to Al talk, I mean, you know, I hear other people talk, but he was there every step of the way. And listen to him talk, and he's kind of like that friend you need sometimes that you got to wake you up like, hey, no, you are worthy, you are good enough, you are like he was that friend, and he shows up today. And you know, that he's one of the reasons why I do believe. This is where it started. This is where it started. This is where I got my opportunity. This is why I learned to be me. Like, this is when Half Man, Half Amazing started. Like, it's just, and it was just kind of just adding pieces down, you know, from there. You know, year 6, I got this. Year 10, I'm still me, but I learned it from them. Like, it was a no-brainer. Like this, I became me here first. Absolutely. Like, I wouldn't go to the Hall of Fame as a Raptor if not.
Sorry, two more guys.
Hey, don't do that to me.
Last one, please. He's taking off.
I love you, man. I love you. I see you. I'll talk to you. I love you. Enjoy it, man.
And for the outpouring of emotion.
2003, you talked about coming back and playing on this court again. You're actually here back in
I know. I got to see a video of it. I'm sorry. I got to see a picture of the court, and it was in bad shape. And Dave and other people like, hey, can you help? And it was like, okay, cool, whatever. And once I became a retired athlete, I was like, this is my way of wanting to give back and say thank you. Thank you. And they owe me nothing. It's just my way of saying thank you by redoing this. And it's been great to see the support from the community wanting to be a part of it and continue to make this court look good. Because, like, I mean, I wish my court looked like this, but it did not.
The outpouring of emotion, Vince, was it because you were surprised or was it the validation?
Both. It's a little bit of both. I mean, I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah, surprised. Yeah, I mean, I'm for sure surprised. I mean, you hear it all the time, but it's nothing like hearing, okay, forgive me here. It's like, damn. It's like a woman feeling validated when the man says, I love you. You know he loves you, but hearing it means more.
Thank you, guys.
That was a good one? That makes sense. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead serious. And that's how I kind of equate it to. It's like, okay, I hear it talked about. I hear whispers. I saw the leak or whatever. But I was like, I didn't know about it. I got to hear it, like, and it was like, it's real. And when it's real, it's in front of you, and it's just like the first thing I wanted to walk away, and when I closed my eyes, I tried to look up there to see that number up there. It's like, I remember the first day I received number 15. Now when 15 goes away from me for the last time, it goes up there. Like, it's crazy. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.